Yo, we're back. It's your boy, Taki. Don't you forget the Roomba. And next to me, we got the queen herself. We held it down last week.
Yeah, but it's your host, Robin Renee Morema. Welcome to another episode of Oh Snack.
Yep, welcome back to Oh Snack, your weekly catch-up sesh on what's popping this week on DStv. Robin, the show has started, dog. What's happening?
Sure, guys, last week I was inspired by our guest. And if you haven't watched the episode, well, I'm not mad, just disappointed. But anyway, never mind. So I got so inspired by them that I decided to invest in myself. And buying a beautiful home is part of that investment. It's part of my brand now, Taki. Get with the program.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, today we are lucky because, Robin, in studio, we've got ProVerb.
ProVerb. In the flesh.
In the
Stop lying.
Like a dream, dog, pinch me, dog, pinch me, dog. It's real. ProVerb is here today in studio, and he's not alone. He is accompanied by Sylvia Milosevic, and they're here to talk about the property game South Africa on the home channel to educate me, you, and the millions and millions of people at home watching on how to handle property.
How much do you think they're gonna sell me a house for?
How much will you pay?
I don't know, not less than 5,000.
Dog, what house are you paying 5,000?
Is the house for 5,000?
Guys, welcome to the show. You know the drill. Put your feet up, relax, because it's been a long week. Today's episode is going to be beautiful.
I'm super excited about that one, having our guests. I want to learn that and so much more on Oh Snack. What happens when a former music mogul, now businessman, meets a property queen? They host a fire show called
The Property Game South Africa.
Yeah, boy, and in studio with us we have ProVerb and Sylvia Milosevic.
Yeah. Should we clap for ourselves?
Yeah, come on. How's it?
Very good. Well, thank you for joining us. Sylvia, you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah. And in person this time. It's amazing. Yeah.
It's like home now.
In the flesh. So, guys, before we start, all right, I just want to know, how did this working relationship formate?
It's interesting, if I may, Sylvia, because there's two different backstories. So my version of the story is I actually went to the home channel to go and pitch. I had just completed the short property course and I said, I have a keen interest in property. Would you guys like to do something? They didn't like my initial idea at the time. And then they went and reworked it, came back with a different idea. But in that reworking is where Sylvia was engaged.
Right, so we got approached by the home channel early this year and they said, how would you like to have a property TV game show on TV? And I was like, wow, TV, because we've been on the property game for so many years. We've had so many students, over 40,000 students who've came through our programs, achieved success, to say, why not showcase that to South Africa? Why not, bring it on the mainstream? So we're like, wow. And then our first meeting with the producer, the executive producer of the home channel, they then mentioned, and we've got a surprise for you. As part of the show, what do you think about having Mr. ProVerb? And I was like, what?
Oh, cut it out.
Did you want to sing or didn't you have an itch
I was
to sing?
excited. I was so excited. I'm like, my gosh, should I go for rehearsal and, get my voice ready just in case he might see some talent?
Wow.
So I think it was just a beautiful coincidence. And meeting ProVerb for the first time, we had this natural synergy. We literally are like, what is it, a match made in heaven.
Match made in
property heaven. I love that.
Yes.
So it's just been amazing. It's
Wow.
been an amazing journey.
So you are an expert in property, obviously. How did we get started in the property game?
Okay, so I started in the property game from the age of 23.
Wow.
Nice.
And the whole reason I started in property is because, at a very young age of 16 years old, my father was the only breadwinner at home, and he had lost his job. And that affected our livelihood at home. And, we came from a family that had money to not knowing where money was going to come from. So we struggled a lot. And it scared me so much that, oh my gosh, you can dedicate 17 years of your life to a job, and just like that, it'd be taken away from you. So at a tender age of 16 years old, I promised myself when I grow up, I'm never going to rely on a job or someone else to look after me. So I fell in love with property at the age of 21, and for me, that was my answered prayer. So I started investing from 23. I retired from a job at 29, so I haven't worked up until now. Property's been taking care of my life.
All power to you. Wow.
That's what you advised us to do.
Yeah,
I remember, yes.
Speaking on that, yeah. So when you spoke to us, you said you guys diversify yourselves and everything like that. You've now gone into the whole property scene. So I want to know, for you, what's been the difference between being an Idols, for example, and now on the property show, and how have you found that shift?
For me, I never believe in leaving one gig, leaving another gig, taking on this gig, switching up. I believe in multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
At any one time, something should be working. While I'm chatting to you guys here,
you're making money.
Something needs to be churning and operating.
Yeah.
And this is where my interest in property came.
Okay.
And this is why I love the property game, because we seek to empower others to invest in property as well.
Wow, okay. So I mean, for like newbies coming into the whole property scene, what advice do you have for newbies, and what mistakes do you think a lot of newbies would make?
From personal experience, based on my journey, the first 8 years of me investing in property, did it completely wrong, read books. It's easy to invest in property. You just need to go to the bank and apply for a bond. If you're working, you qualify.
Really?
Then,
Okay.
we think it's that easy. But in actual fact, there's lots of risk involved to investing in property successfully in order for you to make money. You need to learn how to deal with bad tenants. You need to know how to get your properties cash flowing so they're making you money, not losing you money. So I would say that the best advice for anyone looking to jump into property investing, invest in your education first. Learn it first, Learn it, master it. Once you understand it, let's now go and start investing in property.
Speaking of learning and mastering, you also have people on the show that invest in property and they make a living out of it.
Right.
And now they tell their stories. What have you guys learned from their stories?
Honestly, I've learned so much. I've learned that there are multiple investment strategies. I smiled when Sylvia said for the first 8 years she made mistakes, because I'm still very much in the mistake phase of this whole journey.
Yes.
So what I'm relishing most about being on the show is learning from Sylvia and from the different investors about the different strategies. I didn't know there were so many, but now I'm learning about multi-lets, I'm learning about student accommodation, listen to my terminology. I'm learning about all of these things from just watching the property game.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Wow. Well, guys, thank you for coming to the show. Please can tell the viewers out there where they can watch the show and why should they be watching the Property Game South Africa.
Boom, go for it.
So the Property Game Show plays on the home channel, channel 176, and also it's on Catch Up as well.
So there's no excuse not to watch it, guys.
That's it. If you missed it, you can always catch it up. So it's, the reason why you would want to watch this is one of the most powerful ways that you can empower yourself, that you can learn these things not only for yourself, but transfer them over to your children, to your siblings, to your parents. Also retain that financial independency right now as well.
Amen. Well, I think we have it. Sylvia and ProVerb, thank you for joining us. And before you go, we've got some delicious treats for you, courtesy of our O-Snack team.
Nice. Thank you.
It's also tradition to also
snacks.
give some to the herd.
Hey.
Nice. I will break my diet just for you guys.
So enjoy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But sorry, before you guys leave, I have one last question. Sylvia, ProVerb, have you guys seen the show Music Panic?
No.
ProVerb, I feel like you'd be really good on that show because it's another music show, and you got the source, my guy, for these shows. It's basically in the show, it's local musicians with their fans, right?
Okay.
And they test their knowledge in a fun for trivia. So make sure you check that out as well. Okay, guys, thank you guys for coming to the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All this talk about property is music to my ears. No, I've been daydreaming about getting a fantastic big kitchen, can see the sunrise, the sunset while you're
Nice.
making beautiful desserts. That's my dream, guys.
So in this kitchen, Robin, I'm assuming or I'm guessing that you'll be cooking a meal for somebody's son.
No, thank you. We've grown past that.
Okay.
We're grown now.
All right. Well, I just hope that if there was somebody's son that you were cooking for, I just hope that it wouldn't be Gordon's son, you know?
Who's Gordon now?
Hey, whoa. Gordon Ramsay, Robin.
Gordon from Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, the one and the only.
No. I wouldn't be cooking for his son. I'm sure it'll be really hot in that kitchen. I can't stand the heat.
Yeah,
I
the flames,
can't.
right? Yeah, I mean, imagine being on one of these shows and then he takes 2 slices of bread, sticks them on your face and calls you an idiot sandwich. Bruh, I swear in the moment I would cry. You would not see me again, dude. I'm done. I would leave the whole entire earth. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Hell's Kitchen is on its 20th season. Can you imagine
Wow.
that? 20th, bro. Yeah. So to everyone at home, on Tuesday, catch Gordon Ramsay on BBC Lifestyle.
You know, we're always talking about like the luxurious lifestyle
yeah.
of the rich and famous, but what about frugal, Stucky? I'm talking about so freaking cheap.
Okay.
Listen, here they save pennies. Money is saved. So
Yeah.
we look at families that are rather unique and they'll go to any length to save those money. I'm talking dumpster diving and living off a can of baked beans for a week. Kabanga, guys.
10.
Sure, the cool beans for a week. Mina, I love food. I'm all about
Yeah.
eat. You only live once. Eat as much as you can. Stop it.
So where can we watch this show, Robin?
Yes, you can catch So Freaking Cheap this Saturday at 8 only on TLC. I told you about TLC.
What are you talking about, TLC?
These weird shows, these
does.
weird people
It does.
doing weird things, and you're
It
like,
does.
am I living on the same planet with these people?
Are we in the Matrix or what's happening? I feel you. I feel you. But you know, Robin, I feel like today's episode has been very special, you know? Because I feel like today's episode has all been about growth. We're all growing today, you know? We're speaking about properties, about being frugal, about music, and now we're speaking about relationships, Robin.
Yeah, I see where this is going. I know where this is going. No, Taiki, I'm taken.
Okay, Robin. So when you, and other shows I'm speaking about somebody's son, what are we saying there? What's happening? If you're, huh? Okay. Well, so the show I'm about to speak about is called Love Me or Leave Me.
It's either you love me or you leave me alone. You just remember the song?
Yeah,
Oh,
banger,
man, take me
banger.
back to the days of
Yeah.
December.
Yeah. And basically, this show's about these 4 couples who are battling with their relationship and have an in-house therapist who helps them deal with their problems and they come to the ultimate question: love me?
Leave me. Yo, like, so if you're in that situation and you still love this person, would you leave them?
If I have to leave them for my health, for the better of me, au revoir. Time to say goodbye. Hit the road, Jack.
Oh my gosh, all this talk about frugals, property, relationship, love will make you fall in love with the top 5 DStv shows. It's the battle of the hosts to see who can cook better and host on Come Dine With Me.
After that, we got Spoilers, so make sure you check that out too.
And you see, public hospitals are not that bad, especially when you're in the hands of the handsome Dr. Goodwill on New Amsterdam.
And then after that, we're spying on people with Big Brother, Niger.
Speaking of spying, after spying on them, we go for them, we catch them on Uyajola 99. Well, this is it. We've come to the end of our episode. I don't want to go.
Yes, man, I don't want to go there. But we got to go there, Robin. We got to go there. So make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and everything we spoke about, there'll be links in the description below.
And don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a beat. Well, from me, Robin Renee Murema, Mutlogolo wa Mupedi, Sinukwane Sapolukwane.
It's been your boy Taki. Don't you ever forget
The Roomba. We'll see you same time, same place. Peace.